What's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Round Table Talk. I am your host, C Money, and right now I am about to get off of the Metrorail and go to our first episode stop in this three-part episode. We are heading west out. Remember, I did a video a couple of episodes ago telling you about the Metrorail system and how the Metrorail system began and opened up. Now we're coming to the latest and stop or installment of the Metrorail system, where this is one of the latest stations to open up here for the Metrorail train system. And this is not one of the busiest, but partially one of the busiest stations. So I guess when they open up the door, we're having a little problem getting the doors open. But I'm guessing, there we go. Here we are. We are at the Miami International Airport Metrorail station, and now we are going to go down. Now this Miami International Airport Metrorail station. Now this train station, I'm pressing the button to go down on the elevator. This train station, I'm going to give you a little bit of background, opened up in 2012. It opened up. It began construction years ago. Now this is one of the most popular onto, because not only is this a Metrorail station, it is a transit hub, or shall I say it is a location for, I'm guessing the elevator is not working because elevator is not working. So we have to go downstairs. This is not just a Metrorail station, it is a transit hub for several transportation systems. I'm going to give you an outlook of that in a minute. This is the Metrorail. As I told you, Metrorail began the operations in 1984, and this began operations in 2012 as a connection to the metro, for people to connect to the Metrorail to the airport. Now, before 2012, to get to the airport, if you wanted to take the Metrorail, you would get off, preferably you'll get off at maybe Adapata Metrorail station, which is the closest Metrorail station to where I stay at, and you'll have to jump on a bus, or you'll take, a bus from any direction going to the airport, and you take to the airport. Now, this is the bottom part of the train station, which is, we're going to exit the train station and we're going to come out this way. I see. I guess that's why the elevator was broke, because they're working on the elevator. We're going to come out here. Now, like I said, this is a multiple transportation hub for a lot of transportation systems. This right here is the Metrobus terminal, where they have both sides that operates the Metrobus. Over here you can see Tri-Rail. This is, now before 2012 and a few years prior to that, this was home to only the Tri-Rail train station. It was called the Miami Airport Station. And from Tri-Rail, Miami-Dade Transit had a bus service that transported you from the Tri-Rail station to the airport. And it was operational during Tri-Rail service. And it had bus service that risked you to and from the Tri-Rail station, which is over here. And then it whips you to the airport. Now, bus services, when this Metrorail station was built, bus services inside of the airport got ceased operation. Because of that, there is a MIA mover. Now, buses used to operate inside to the airport at one of the terminals where you get off at the main terminal where, well, I don't remember the terminal, but they had it where you can get off and you can go to the airport from there. Right here, as you see up here, is the MIA mover station. This is a new transportation system. You can see the train right there. It's leaving out of the station. It transports you from this station all the way to the MIA station, the Miami International Airport station. Now, I've never rode it because I've never actually been on a plane. And those are for people who see, like, there's a train right there coming in. It's called the MIA mover. And this is the station. I've been inside upstairs up here to the car rental center, because this is not only the transportation hub for transportation, it's also the car rental center for several car rental companies. We're gonna walk down this way, and not only is this for the Metrorail and for the train and for the buses and Tri-Rail, this is also an intercity transportation stop. If you've ever seen my videos of traveling to the round table talk and stuff like that, this is where I go at to travel. I normally travel through 2 bus services, and all 3 of the bus services I travel to. Now over here, you see these little bus stops over here. These are not for the Metro bus. These are, outskirts bus stops. And one of the stops here is for the Miami Trolley. Because Miami Trolley, if I've ever showed you, or if you've seen the Miami Trolley, they have a bus stop right here. And this is the Flangami route, which is a route that takes you on the northwestern side of Miami, on the southern western side of the airport. You're probably gonna, you're not gonna, I don't know where it's located at, but that's the Flangami route that's located. Now we're gonna go on this side. This is the Tri-Rail ticket window. They do, as you know, Tri-Rail has ticket kiosks where you can purchase your own ticket, but they also have a ticket window here where you can purchase tickets. And if you have any questions on Tri-Rail, this is where you get on the Tri-Rail. They have 1, 2, 3, and 4 tracks here. These tracks are not operational. Now this is, if you're not familiar, this is supposed to be the future history. This is supposed to be the future of, let me see if I can get a signage going, and there is a situation with this, and I'm going to give you more information on that. This is supposed to be the future. Oh, they don't have a sign. They're supposed to have a sign over here. That's supposed to tell you, because I want to get the sign before I start doing any more introductory. That's the corridor. That's the electrical room. This is the future. Of course, here it is. The future of course, Amtrak. Now let me give you a little bit of background behind that. Oh, there's the trolley. There's the Flangami trolley right there. He's probably just waiting right there. That's his little side break. Now, Amtrak, as you know, the first Amtrak station was near the downtown Miami area off of Northwest 7th Avenue. I did my little research. The location they're at now is off of 79th Street Northwest and 37th Avenue, which is near the Miami Metrorail transfer. So here's another MIA mover coming into the station. Here comes the MIA mover. Now, this location is supposed to be another location, a new location for Tri-Rail. See, it says the Amtrak station is located at 8303 Northwest 37th Avenue, Miami, Florida. Please proceed to that location if you are boarding a train. The reason why this station has not become an Amtrak is because of, you realize that Amtrak car trains are longer than the actual station. So it was going to block Northwest 21st Street, Northwest 25th Street, which is straight ahead of us, and it would have caused a big chaos because Amtrak trains, they sit there, and not only do they sit there, it will cause a big chaos because the station platform is not long enough for Amtrak trains. So there's still a battle over that, where they're still debating and they're still going back and forth with the situation, not knowing if the train station, if Amtrak is actually going to come here. But there's still a battling discussion about that because, of course, Amtrak trains will be long and the station is not big enough and the station platforms and the station tracks are not long enough to support all of Amtrak trains. Because remember, you have to have the cars with the seats, you have to have the dining car, the sleeping car, and the baggage cars. And sometimes the regular cars with the seats, they have two of them, and then you have the sleeping cars where the people who has the rooms where they sleep at, and then you have to have the dining car where the people eat at, and then you have to have the baggage car where all of the baggage is at. Now we're gonna come up to the intercity bus station. And what does intercity means? Meaning that this is where joining intercity bus companies come here for, and this is a stop. Now this is one of the main stops, but you also have, well, right here it says Greyhound and Megabus, but this is where you can get to any of the airport, the car rental center, the Metrorail, the Metrobus, Amtrak, and the Tri-Rail. You can get to it from this area. But we're gonna walk over here because we're going to show you the intercity bus area. Now, another bus company has been added to here, which was recently a new bus company that I have had the pleasure of riding due to its partnership. This right here will be the police mini station that the police have here. They have a Miami police, not a Miami police, a city of Miami. Okay, this is the intercity bus station. This is the Miami-Dade Police Workstation. Now, this is the Greyhound bus station. And here you have 3 bus stops. Of course, this bus stop here, F, is for Megabus, which is my favorite bus station. Oh, Flix is moving, and also this is home not only to Greyhound, this is home to Megabus, and this is home to Flixbus. Now, if you want to know more about Flix is a bus company that actually started operating years ago, maybe 10 years ago, or maybe even more, and they now are in conjunction, and they have joined with Greyhound. From what I was told, Flixbus brought out Greyhound. So if you go on either Greyhound website or Flixbus website, either website you get on, if you're taking a bus, like when I went to Warner Robins, like I told you in my video, Greyhound does not have bus service to Warner Robins. I will have to take Flixbus because that's the only bus that goes to Warner Robins. On my way to Flix, on my way to Warner Robins, I had to take a Greyhound to Orlando and transfer to a Flixbus. Most of the Flixbus locations are located at Greyhound bus stops, except for a few of them. Like when I went, like in Gainesville, the Flixbus stop is near the Rosa Parks. It's at the Rosa Parks bus terminal in Gainesville, and that's not a Greyhound bus stop. And of course, in Orlando, Flix has 2 bus stops. They have a bus stop at the Orlando Mall, which is also the bus stop for Megabus, and they have a bus stop at the Orlando bus station, which is at the Greyhound bus station. Most Flix and Megabus bus stops, depending on the area, is all at the Greyhound bus station. Like in Jacksonville, they have a inner city bus station for all inner city bus companies like Greyhound, Megabus, Flixbus. They have a bus station just for that, and it sits right next door to the bus terminal in Jacksonville. So a lot of these places like here, this is not the main bus terminal, but this is a bus terminal. That's why they call it the Miami Intermodal Center. It's a Metrorail station, it's a Tri-Rail station, it's a future Amtrak station. Let me go back to it. It's a Metrorail station, it's a Miami International Airport mover station, it's a Tri-Rail station, it's a Metro bus terminal, it's a future Amtrak station, it's a mega bus station, it's a Flix bus station, and it's a Greyhound station. So it's all a bunch of stations into one. So this is where most people get on at Greyhound, because this is the only Greyhound station as of right now that sits in the Miami area. They had one north at the Golden Glades, but when they started working on the Golden Glades station, which we'll do a video in the upcoming weeks, they terminated that bus stop and they moved the bus stop down to a gas station that was a couple of blocks down, and then the gas station got demolished, and then they moved the stop further down to another gas station, which probably is, they terminated that service at the gas station. So now most of the people for Greyhound comes here. Now, before this station got built, Greyhound bus station was a couple of blocks up on 27th Street, and it was a bigger bus station. This is a smaller bus station. It's not as big as the original bus station, and I've never visited or had the pleasure of getting on Greyhound until recently, because I didn't start going and venturing on bus services until recently. So I never got on at the original bus station, but it was bigger. But I remember going there because one time ago, my aunt that lived in Georgia sent a package, and I didn't know that you can do this until then. She sent the package through Greyhound, and I didn't know that Greyhound you could deliver packages through Greyhound like a delivery service. You just have to pick it up from the bus station. And I didn't know that Greyhound does that until then when I was younger. And this was when I was staying in Opelika, of course. And they had where you can, send packages through Greyhound. And I was like, wow, And it was at the old location, that's 25th Street, so the old location was on 27th Street. Now, when they built this, Greyhound decided to terminate their bus stop there and put it over here to accommodate for everybody. Like if you're getting off the train and you want to get on the bus, you come here. You get off the train, and all you have to do is just walk across the area, and you can get to Greyhound or whatever service you're in. Now, Megabus, they just started their service here a few years back. Their service was near downtown Miami, a couple of blocks near the Kaseya Center, which is formerly known as the American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat. Their bus stop was near downtown Miami. When this got built, probably years after it got built, they probably decided to make this the Miami stop because it's more convenient, and it's more convenient for the passenger to actually say, okay, hey, let's go, and have our stop here because we're near the airport, and we're also near the train system and everything else. So they probably felt like this would be the best option for them to have a bus service here. And of course, this is a hub for a lot of metro buses here that can take you anywhere from Miami Beach to downtown Miami to the south end of Miami. We're gonna take a bus, but I'm not gonna go on the bus. You're not gonna see me on the bus. We're gonna take a bus to other two parts of Miami, which is in other parts and other areas of Miami, because this is part one. Well, it was going to be a two-part series, but I actually told myself, why not do an episode showcasing, the Miami Intermodal Center, which is a A transit to me is a transit hub for buses and trains and intercity. Now, when I normally go out of town, I get picked up and dropped off here from whether it's Greyhound or Megabus or Flixbus. When I went to Georgia, 1 second, I'm gonna get some water.
Stand back from the platform edge. Please wait until passengers leave the train before boarding.
That's what you hear when you hear a train approaching. And since this is the last stop, you only hear the northbound train because they won't have a southbound train is approaching because this is the final stop for the Orange Line train to the Metrorail. So, as I was saying, when I recently went to Warner Robins, which was traveling south, and with the roundtable, my bus stop was here, and I took Flixbus. I started taking Flixbus because if you haven't seen the news recently, Megabus has been losing money, and I believe they filed for bankruptcy. So they have cut some of their services in different states. Now their service down here in South Florida has not been cut, but the only thing is Megabus is using a third party to do their service here. Megabus in Florida, they only operate the Orlando to Atlanta route. They own the Miami to Orlando route, but their buses do not operate. The last time Megabus operated from Miami to Orlando was back in 2019. That's when I was visiting my friend in Georgia back in 2019. But when I took the bus in 2020 and in 2021 and in 2022 and last year and so on, they all have a third party which is called Empire Coach Lines or Empire Bus Service, however you want to call it. They are the company that operates the route. They operated Megabus, like I say, it's just the same with like most things. Megabus owns the route. So if you want to take a trip to Orlando, you will go onto Megabus's website and you will do it. But you will get Empire Coach Lines, which is the bus service that operates the route. It's just that Megabus owns the route, and that's been happening with a lot of the bus services throughout Megabus, because I see in Georgia now Megabus has a lot of locations in Georgia, like from Atlanta to Augusta and to other cities, and they have other third-party bus companies that operates the bus services. They don't operate the bus services themselves. They only operate the main bus service. And I've seen in recent news that they have eliminated some of their bus routes to certain cities because Megabus is filing for bankruptcy. And not only that, they're, because Megabus, if I'm going to give you a little background about Megabus, it is a low-cost inner city transportation service like Greyhound, and your bus ticket can be as low as $1, and it's supposed to be an express service because they have fewer stops. Now from here to Orlando, they only have one stop after here, which is the Hollywood Fort Lauderdale station, and then you go straight to Orlando. And then from Orlando to Atlanta, you only have two bus stops, which is the Daytona Beach bus stop and the Jacksonville bus stop, and then from Jacksonville you go straight to Atlanta. And that's the same way with all their other buses if you're traveling beyond Atlanta, because Atlanta is like the transit hub to locations. That's one of the reasons why I take Megabus, because they have fewer stops. If you take Greyhound from here to from here to Orlando, you have to stop at this bus stop, and you have to stop at the Hollywood bus stop, then the Fort Lauderdale bus stop, then the West Palm Beach bus stop, then they have a bus stop in Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie and other cities before you get to Orlando. And they also have a Kissimmee stop as well, and it's the same thing with Flixbus. Flix has several stops too. On my way back from Georgia, when I came from Atlanta, not from Atlanta, from Warner Robins, and I had to and I transferred in Orlando. We had to stop in Fort Pierce, we had to stop in Port St. Lucie, we stopped in West Palm Beach, we stopped in Miami Beach, we stopped at the Golden Glade stop, we stopped at, a lot of stops, and we had like 6 or 7 stops, and I'm like, yeah, this is why I like Megabus. But Megabus to me does not go to Warner Robins, it only goes to Atlanta. So when I have to go to any other city besides Atlanta into Georgia, I will have to take either Greyhound or Flix, and Flix is the only bus that goes to Warner Robins. Now, if you want to know more about this, you can check out the Miami-Dade Transit's website about this bus stop. They're not going to tell you anything about Megabus and Greyhound. If you want to know more about that, you can go to their website, or if you want to know more about the Tri-Rail, you can go to the Tri-Rail's website about this bus stop as well. But Miami Intermodal Center, they do have a Wikipedia, and you can check this out on the Wikipedia to know more about this. This opened up in 2012. I can't tell you when bus service started here, but I know the train service started in 2012. I don't know when Tri-Rail, while they was doing construction here, there's another piece of information. Tri-Rail trains ended at the Hialeah Market Station or the Metrorail Transfer Station, which is the 2 stops before this. The Hialeah Market is the stop before this station, and the Metrorail Transfer is the stop that's after this station. And those were the, and the 2 stops that the train stopped at when they was doing construction here. So when you had to get here, they had bus service that transported you from the, from this station over to, I guess, maybe you get dropped off at the airport, or maybe you get dropped off over here in the area, because people that comes here, they don't just go to the airport. They probably work in certain areas. There are people here. I remember one time when I was younger, and a friend of me and my brother's was working at a car rental place, and from Opelika, you take the train and you get off here, and then you will go to the car rental place. You work in the area, so you get off here and walk to wherever you work at, because there's several hotels over here, and there's several warehouses and stuff over here, and also car rental centers. So you would get off here to go to those places, so it wasn't just about getting to the airport. So they had bus service to shuttle you from those stations to here until this got completed, and then when it got completed, voila, you have a nice transit hub for multiple transportation systems: trains, buses, inner city buses, trolleys, and other stuff you have here. So this is the Miami Intermodal Center. Now, this is owned by the Department of Transportation and Public Works, which is, of course, Miami-Dade Transit and everything. So if you have any questions or comments, you can comment at the bottom of this page. If you want to learn more, check out each of their websites, or Google Miami Intermodal System, and you can read about it in the on Wikipedia, or if they have a website, you can check out the website. But I normally look up my information through Wikipedia. If you have any history or any memories behind this place, you can comment at the bottom of this page. You can also email me, roundtable00@yahoo.com, and let me know how you feel. If you know anything about the Amtrak situation, let me know, because right now that's still up in the air on the Amtrak being moved over to this location. As far as I'm concerned, if you can see that this station right here is not long enough to fit all of the Amtrak trains, and they say that the street right there where the cars you see are moving by is 25th Street, and they would be blocking a lot of traffic with just blocking up that street. They only designated this train station to be fitted for Tri-Rail train, and Amtrak wanted to get their hands in on moving their station over here to accommodate, more, because this is a big transit hub. But since they couldn't get, jurisdiction over that street, and then they will have to block up that street, they're still fighting on that. But hey, this is the Roundtable Talk. I thank y'all for watching this episode. In a few minutes, we'll be doing part 2 of this. We'll be at another location, and We'll be talking more because we have 3 parts of this. We're going to be going to 3 different areas in Miami, and this is part 1 of the area we are at, Miami Intermodal Center. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed. I have been thirsty as hell, and stay blessed, stay safe. I will see you in a minute. Well, stay blessed, stay safe, stay hydrated, because it is hot out here. And I will see you in a few minutes in the next episode.